We've all done New Year's resolutions, but have you done it in an aligned way? This is a time, bring your journals, bring your pens. We are going to be doing our New Year's resolutions together. Hey, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode here today. We are going to be doing my aligned goal setting activity. So this is a time, make sure you pause this video to grab a notebook, grab a pen. You are going to need it. Today's an even more special day because I'm going to be doing my 2024 goal settings with you. So you guys are going to hear all about my goals before anyone else does. So this is a really cool time, guys, to step into that next version of yourself. Write down your goals for the new year and actually start achieving them, because we're doing it in this really unique way of setting goals. Okay, so there's going to be 3 sections on your paper. If it's easier to have 3 separate pages, that's totally cool. Section 1 is going to be intentions. This is all about creating that intention for all these different categories we're going to talk about. And reminder, guys, if you haven't checked out the difference between goals and intentions, make sure you check out that video up here or up here, wherever it shows up for you guys. We are going to be doing intentions for section 1. So with that on your paper, you can write section 1, intentions, and then under that, we are going to have 5 categories, guys. For me personally, I'm technically going to have 6 because I have 2 businesses. So category 1 is going to be your business. If you guys don't have a business, you can put career in there instead. The second one is health. So that's your personal health. That's physical, mental, spiritual, all that goodness, health. Category 3 is family. And if family is another word you could use is relationships. That is category 3. Category 4 is me. And category 5 is family health or financials, whatever fits best for you guys. So those are your 5 categories, and we are going to be writing down step number 1 is our intentions for each one, okay? So for me, my first category up is my business, but my first business I have down is Hardesty Imaging. So Hardesty Imaging is our multimedia company. We do websites, videos, and photos for businesses and weddings. So what do I want my intention for Hardesty Imaging to be in 2024? I think I want to something about prioritizing my clients, really being present with them, and when I am interacting with them, making sure it's very engaged. So I guess for me, my intention for Hardesty Imaging would be I guess more present and engaged communications. So I'm simply writing down next to my business, my intention for 2024 for my business is present and engaged communication. Cool. Now, for me, I have an additional business category for Sam Hardesty Coaching. So that is my life and business coaching for women entrepreneurs. So with that, my 2024 intention would be, let me think. I essentially I'm thinking about, when I think about this, I'm thinking about what are my values? What do I want to improve upon in the new year? What's missing? What can I get better at? What did I find a lot of success in last year? just what do I want to have more of? So I'm thinking something that I did in 2023, I just started breaking out of my shell. Like I really just started providing content to all of my friends, friends meaning my audience, my followers, people that I engage with. And 2024, I want it to be about just providing value with nothing behind it other than sharing my gifts. So as I'm thinking out loud, I want to do something around that. So my intentions, maybe, essentially just, I want to show up. I feel like that is really what I want my intention to be, is, show up and speak out. Okay, guys, category number 2, for me, it's technically number 3, but for you guys, number 2 is health. So again, this is your personal health, your mental, physical, spiritual health. I really enjoyed my intention on my health in 2023. This year, I want to take it another step further. So let me think. I want to say, I really enjoyed how I started prioritizing my physical health last year. Started being present at each gym session, monitoring my mental health, hiring different coaches. I even started, this works out so well for me personally, tracking my menstrual cycle. So each month I essentially only work 3 weeks out of the month. I take the whole 4th week off. Well, for me, and that's my cycle. So I really have enjoyed that. That was part of me paying attention to my personal health. So let me think of what's my intention for my health in 2024. Honestly, I just want to be like, I don't know, 30% better. I feel like I can really start. I have a bunch of little goals. I shouldn't say little, but a bunch of goals for my health that I want to start achieving. So I guess I want to say I want to be very present in intention in each decision I make. I guess in 2023, there were some times where I'm like, it'll be fine, or don't worry about it. But I really, really want to be present in each decision I'm making. We're like focusing on that next version of myself, not necessarily what I want in the short term, in the, it'll be okay kind of thing. So crap, what did I just say? So health, present, and intentional in each moment, in each decision. Okay. Category number 3 is family. And for those, if they prefer the word relationships, that's again another way to categorize this category. So for me and my family, it's myself, my husband, and my 2 fur babies, my little kitties, Vesper and Stormy. So I would love to start incorporating, I guess, more us time, more time where we are just on the same page with things. So like, not necessarily like creating some couples goals, sitting down and doing that together. Something we started doing is our hour 1 scheduling each week together. So scheduling the week in advance. That's something I've really enjoyed doing with my partner. I think I don't know, we work together. We're together pretty much all the time, which is awesome. But just because we're working together doesn't mean we're together as husband and wife, because we're wearing a different hat, right? So I'm wearing my business hat when we're on a project, versus at home, I might be wearing my wife hat, or even like I'm a roommate hat. I have to clean and do the dishes, and you're not necessarily thinking of you two as a couple. So I want to incorporate more couple time together. So I guess really just quality time. So my intention for family category in 2024 is, I guess, just quality time. Like, I'd rather take quality time over quantity time, because I have a lot of quantity with him. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of quality time. Okay, the next category number 4 is me, which means you, which is, if you're thinking about it, it's still me. So this is, what's my intention just for me as a human? And I love this category so much because we put so much attention on, oh, my family's goals, and oh, my fitness goals, and oh, my business goals. But what about you as a human? It's different. It's a different intention. It's a different goal. So for me, I'm thinking, as a human, what do I enjoy? What are some things I want to incorporate more of? Unrelated to my health, unrelated to my business, unrelated to my family, unrelated to financials. What do I as a human want? So I'm thinking something that I really enjoyed starting up last year was gardening. Having more opportunity for active meditation, activity meditation even. So for me, I think it's, I want to have, I guess, a closer, and I'm thinking even, I want to be more authentic. I want to be closer to that higher version of myself. So I think a lot of it is going to just be intention, getting closer to her being my more authentic, more aligned version of myself. So getting closer to my next aligned, authentic version of myself. Okay, guys, last category, family wealth. If that category doesn't feel in alignment with you, you can also just put financials, your personal financial goals, or not goals, intentions. So this year, I really want to be more intentional with how we're spending money. Be present and aware of what's coming in and what's going out. I feel like that's something that I can do better at. So I guess my intention is something around that line. I don't know, as I'm thinking out loud, what's coming up is it's a yes, and yes, I want to be more present, intentional, but I also want to, I guess the reason why I want to be present and intentional is because I really want to focus on that 2025 version of Sam, that 2026 version, that however old version of myself, and really prioritizing the present and the awareness and the intention so that I can have more financial freedom down the road. So I want to put something that incorporates that in there. I don't know, I guess what's coming up for me is like maybe awareness. I guess just more awareness around her being my higher version of myself. But it's family wealth, so more aware of my impact. That feels so in alignment with me, because this is something I totally take accountability for, is I am proportionately the higher spender in our family. So I think realizing how much impact I have in the family, in the family financials, and the family wealth, I think that is a huge intention I want to set for 2024. Okay, guys, congratulations. We did part 1 of section 1. We're halfway there, guys. With section 1. We still have many more sections to go. Not really, just 2 more sections. Okay, so now we set intentions for 2024. Now what we're going to do in section 1 is create a goal for each intention. Okay, so for example, Hardesty Imaging, the intention was to be present and engaged in my communication with my clients. Okay, now I want to create a goal, and again, different from an intention. With a goal, we want it to be specific, we want it to be timely. Think the SMART goals, right? With the goals, I want to create one for each intention. So being present and engaged in my communication with my clients. I think a goal with that could be I think something I'm realizing I'm missing is communication points. Is like, I want to update. We have Dubsado, a platform where we have workflows that send automated emails and everything like that. And I'm thinking I'm missing out on some additional connection points with my clients, with just the ability to be connected with them more, answer more of their questions that they have coming up, making sure that I'm extending that open hand, being a total open resource for them. So I think a goal for me would be to what's that called? I'll just say review for now. Review and update, because I for sure want to update Dubsado workflows. And then maybe in parentheses, I'm going to put in am I missing connection points? Like, something I'm already thinking of that I know I want to incorporate is I'm creating this like vendor guide for my wedding couples, where as soon as they give me a call, like in the very, very beginning stages of us connecting with each other, sending them a vendor guide of all these different vendors that we've worked with, that we're friends with, that we've vetted, that are just absolutely fabulous, giving them a list of people that we recommend because they're awesome. So like, that was an example of something that I want to update. Okay, so next one is Sam Hardesty Coaching. My intention is to show up and speak out. So this is something that I started incorporating in 2023, which was the start of my podcast, The Authentic Entrepreneur, and the start of this YouTube channel, is really just putting myself out there. So I'm thinking to show up and speak out. Oh, and I did an email newsletter. If you guys are not on my email newsletter, go to my website, samhardestycoaching.com, and sign up. That'd be awesome. Okay, so show up and speak out. I think, I mean, part of me just wants to continue doing this, Something that as I'm thinking out loud, that I get sticky on is social media. I'm not one that just is on social media all the time. Like, I'm thinking Instagram specifically. So I think by like putting a goal toward that, it's really gonna push me to show up. So I think what I would want to say, a goal is to post 3 times a week on social media. I think that is something that's really going to push me to get my content out there. And the thing is, if I don't want to post like a handmade post, I can always utilize my YouTube, like clips of these YouTube videos, clips of my podcasts, whatever else kind of comes up, I can put those out there. So I guess giving myself that allowance, that leeway, I think would be very helpful in me achieving that goal. And the reason why I say this out loud is because so often we put huge lofty goals that we're like, oh, that feels so uncomfortable, I will not do that. If you already know ahead of time, you're quitting ahead of time, then try to make it something where you'll get closer to that goal that's closer to alignment with you. So for me, posting 3 times a week and kind of leaving it open, I should say on social media, leaving it open allows you your own creative freedom and flexibility to achieve that goal. I feel like so often in our brains, we're like, okay, it has to look this way, right? But then we don't get closer to that goal because we're not doing the things. We get so overwhelmed. Oh, this didn't happen perfectly. It wasn't done perfectly. So then you just don't do it. And this is something that I don't want you guys to fall in trap of. So keep it light, keep it friendly. Like if this is a goal that's really stretching you, make sure you add in some opportunities for you to give yourself the best chance of success. Okay, next up is health. Okay, so my health intention was to be present and intentional in each moment and decision. So let me think. I think what would be really awesome for me to do is like something that would really be in alignment with me is eat to my protocol 3 weeks out of the month. So and I guess I don't necessarily mean 3 weeks like back to back to back, because again, we're trying to have some flexibility. I'm not trying to be like this perfect person where I'm a human. I know things are gonna come up and whatever. So giving myself some boundaries, but not brick boundaries. So maybe doing eating 3 weeks. So we'll say 21 out of 30 days a week on protocol. Eating 21 out of 30 days, 30 days a month on protocol. And this is something that, so I have a nutritional coach. I track everything as part of my current plan, my current coaching with my coach. So I'll be able to track. I literally can pull it up. Okay, am I on track today? Did I follow protocol today? It's an easy yes or no. If I did yes, cool, awesome. I can check that off. If the answer is no, then I didn't do it. But I know that really closing those gaps for me will be very beneficial to my goals, where I'm wanting to go in my health. Okay, so family. The intention I have is quality time. Okay, so what's a goal that I can have quality time with? Something that we started incorporating but we didn't firm it up was we started doing our hour one scheduling together, which for those of you who are unaware of what that is, for me, that is spending in generally an hour. It's just a phrase. Hour one is the first hour of the week, but for us, we do it on Sunday evenings. We plan our to-do list for the entire week ahead of schedule. So we know exactly what's coming up on each day. We can plan ahead. And we do that together as a family. So then we know what that other person is doing. Okay. So I think what I would love to do is actually normally we get it done within 20-30 minutes. So I think what I would love to do is do an actual like timed hour of us two like sitting together one day a week, scheduling our whole week in advance, and just sitting and talking and spending that time together, talking about our hopes and our dreams, and I don't know, like a shitty client he has, or we don't have shitty clients, but you know, like something they're talking about, or a problem they're working through, or I don't know, upcoming YouTube video plans I have, or whatever that looks like. I think that would be a really cool goal for us too. So I'm gonna say spend 1 hour a week doing hour one plus catch up talk, we'll say. Catch up talk. So really essentially like no phones, just us two being together. I love that. Okay. Next one. Me. My goals for me, based on my intention. So my intention for me, my me category, was getting closer to my next aligned, authentic version of myself. There's a lot of words. Okay, so getting closer to that aligned version of myself. So me, what does that look like? Something that I just feel very excited about is, and I think I brought this up, is my garden. I know that my next version of myself is all into gardening and longevity and holistic approaches to life and self-sustainable habits and being self-sufficient, self-reliant in many capacities. So I think for me, what I want that to be is like we built out our garden last year in 2023. So it would be essentially to grow my garden. So plant and grow garden. I'll say, I don't know, when does gardening stop? I was gonna say from March to September, but I feel like it's not a timeline thing. I need to read more gardening books. I have like down here at the bottom, there's a gardening book, and the halfway point's a gardening book. There's another canning book in between too. A lot of things and options. Okay. Oh, let me alter this goal just a little bit because I just said canning. Plant and grow garden. To then can food. I think that would be huge because then I would know that I seeded, planted, grew, then I took them, canned them. I used all this cool, I have a new electric canning pressurizer, something, very fancy, so excited to use. So I feel like that goal would make me realize that like I did from start to finish this whole process. I need to put canning food. I love this. Okay, that makes me I'm already just getting so excited about it. Okay, last one, guys, family wealth. So my family wealth intention is more aware of my impact. So I realize this is something that I maybe overspent a little bit in 2023. Something that is going to be coming up is we are actually planning on having a baby Hardesty in 2025. So we're already starting to plan now. So with my family wealth, that's a huge reason as to why I want to start thinking about my financials now. I say mine, our families. So I think a goal that it would be really important to us is actually to save. We want to save $20,000 before our baby gets here. So let's do save $20,000 by end of 2024, which we just started doing that. So there is a little bit of money already in the bank for that, but I know for a fact that's going to push me to not overspend, because I know for a fact we could do that by the end of the year. But in order to do that by the end of the year, I need to not overspend. I need to really prioritize what I'm spending my money on, being very intentional and realizing the impact of that spending and how I can better use it for a future goal that we have. All right, guys. So this is section 1 of 3 sections for our 2024 aligned goal setting. Please feel free to check out section number 2 coming up, where we continue to get deeper into this aligned goal setting process. Thank you so much for connecting with me today. Please, in the comments below, let me know what you thought about creating these goals from intentions that you guys have created for yourselves. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I am sending out a video at least once a week, so stay up to date. There we go, up to date on our latest news by doing that. So thank you guys so much for connecting with us again today, and we'll see you on the next video for section 2 of aligned goal setting.